I think that okay, and I can't speak for Quentin because maybe he means something different. But when he said that, I more so look at situations where, let's say, you're thinking at one level, and it could be that you're heavily motivated, you're driven, you're this, you're that, but your woman is like, babe, you could do it bigger than that. Like you're putting a limit to what you can do with this show.
Mhm.
You're thinking about local talent. You could have talent all over the country.
I
Or
can get that from my homeboy. Anybody can do
this
that.
is well, anybody can really technically do almost anything that someone else can technically do in a relationship. Like if we go down that road, then that's going to be hard
I
because
was gonna get it. I was gonna be rich no matter what. I
that's
never needed a woman to ever drive me to do anything that I wasn't gonna already do myself. Could you add value? Could you give me a better idea? Could you do all of that stuff? Yes, and anybody that's around me should do that. There are women that I'm not married to that do that to me, just on some friendship shit or some employee type shit, right? You know what I'm saying? I'll use you as an example, Carrie. You, in a lot of ways that we don't have to speak about online. We could speak about some stuff, we cannot speak about some stuff. It is, you have added a lot of value. My studio wouldn't look the way that it looked if it wasn't for you. That is a fact. The value, the ideas, I just put something in the air. You said, Anton, A, B, C, D. Okay, you know what? Damn, you're right. Listen, and then what did I say? I said, you know what? If you said it, I trust you. We just doing it. I don't really care what it happens. So there are people that add value into your life inherently by being around you, just in general. But what I'm saying is, I'm not motivated by a woman, but it doesn't mean that a woman can't add value into my life.
okay. And I
You
hear
understand what I'm
you.
saying?
I understand what you're saying. Do you think, well, let me ask Quentin this. Quentin, what did you mean when you said the motivated part?
That like she motivates you to be better. Like you're this, and she pushes you to be this. Like some women can push you to places you didn't think you can ever be before. Like
In what ways?
sometimes women can see things in a man that they don't see in themselves.
But in what way is she pushing the man? I'm trying
With
to.
her hand, she pushed that nigga in the back, Slimmy.
You're not gonna elaborate.
Yeah.
Nigga, you don't never answer questions, nigga. Why should I? Shit.
No,
I ask the
I
questions
don't
all the
think
time.
that. I don't think that Quentin is willing to concede.
Yeah, he just it's an
It,
L.
it, it just
He don't want to
it's
hold it.
like being alone and like solitude is not okay. Like we need people,
Facts.
women, we need them.
Where are we going with
Okay, so
this?
what about a down? What about, because motivation is not going to be there all the time anyway. Like I learned that from men, that if you're looking to feel motivated all the time in order to move, then you're looking at situations wrong. You got to know how to move without that. So what if you're having a down moment? Like what if you're having Anton, you never have a down moment? Like,
Absolutely. All the time.
okay, and
Okay, so
in that little
let me tell
moment,
you. Let me tell you why. Before we use this example, let me tell you why it's dangerous to be interdependent on somebody to motivate you to be great. Because I think that people need to be whole coming into relationships. I think that people need to have themselves together mentally, emotionally, a lot of times. And people that become interdependent on other people for their happiness, that could be very
We're
problematic.
not talking about
I
interdependence over
100% agree
happiness.
with you, but I don't. We're not talking about end. Oh, so go
Okay,
ahead.
but men's happiness come from being productive, is what I'm saying, Quentin.
I don't think that. I think men's happiness comes from responsibility.
That's what being productive is. You're taking care of your responsibilities.
Okay.
So if my happiness is tied to my productivity and taking care of my responsibilities, I can't let a woman control that. Nobody should be able to control your happiness. You should be found in a state of happiness. You should be
It's just like
grinding. You should be hustling.
going
You should be
home
you should be doing
every
what you're doing
night to
in season,
nothing.
out of season,
That
in
peace
season and out of
that you
season.
find in the quiet becomes deafening. You do it so much. You need someone else. Like, what the fuck are you?
What?
I'm never gonna let a woman control me.
Nigga, you
in
this
that
ain't
way.
for you, Slimmy. Just stand
I'm
down
never
right now.
going to ever.
Man, this ain't for
And I
me.
love the people that surround me. I love my wife. I love
I
my
don't
daughter.
get it.
I'm never going to let anybody control me in that way. I am going to be a productive person no matter what. And yes, it doesn't mean that a woman can't add value. And I think that that's dope. And I love that everybody that are productive or whatever. But no woman should have that much power over whether or not a man is going to be great or not. That's crazy to me.
Well, no person really should have that power over if you're going to be great or not. So I
Facts.
agree with
I
that.
agree.
I guess
I agree
I'm
100%.
looking at
I
it
don't think
more
that
in
women.
those, huh?
I don't think that women should be waiting on somebody to complete her.
I
I
agree.
think that she needs to be whole, healthy, together, got her life together, and all of that stuff, and prepared. That's when you know that she's a wife, right? You shouldn't have to make her a wife. She should already be a wife when you find her. She should already be whole. She should already be complete. You know what I'm saying? She should already have her shit together. That way that when y'all come together, you're not dragging her along. You're actually enhancing the experience that you guys were already going to have by yourselves. It just makes it that much better. I don't want to have somebody that I have to fix or somebody that, you know what I'm saying, we not good if we not together. No, I want us to come together so that we can have a much better experience than we would have by ourselves. But it doesn't mean that you shouldn't have a great experience. I'm not waiting and being lethargic and sitting in the crib and all of that. Man, fuck that. I'm gone. Now, if you want to come with me so we can have a good time together, that's cool, but I'm still going. I think that's crazy for men to oh man, without her, I wouldn't be nothing. What? That's crazy. Any woman that can take credit for your success, that's problematic in my opinion. When I see that shit happen in the movies, I'd be like, that shit is crazy. Turn that off.
Yeah, that feminist shit.
That's the devil talking.
They trying to do. That's what they fucked up Avengers. That's why I don't like Endgame.
And
I'm
for
dead
all
ass
of the
serious.
men that feel some type of way about it, I didn't make you gay. I didn't make you gay. I know that for the guys in the chat that feel some type of way about it, I didn't make you gay. I know you do it for your mama. I know you do it for your girl. You want to be there for her. And listen, we all not a monolith. We're not a monolith. And I have to speak from my own personal experience. That's all I got is my own personal experience. That's what I'll speak from. If that's bothersome for you, then I'll take over more hosting responsibilities and let other people speak. But if the question is posed to me, that's what I think. I'm consistent on it. That's what I'm going to say. Now, it may be tiring to you, but I would encourage you to not be interdependent on a woman in order for you to get yourself together. You shouldn't be dependent on a woman. You should have it together, fam. That shouldn't be bothersome to you. Don't be gay. Don't be gay. You are a man. You a whole man. I don't know if your father ever told you that. You are a man. Don't be gay.
Why are you gay?
I think in these conversations we need to
I'm
speak
sorry.
in,
I'm
in
not me.
general and try our best to take our anecdotal experience out of it.
What was the anecdotal experience?
And a man living alone with no other voice or challenge or perspective, like I think his purpose just kind of goes by the wayside when you don't have that in your life.
Huh?
What the fuck, Slimmy? You have to have some like women challenge you, like
What?
Jesus. I'm out of here.
I
Fuck
think
this
that
shit.
is okay, Quinton.
No, fuck that. That is not okay.
That sounds
It's
crazy.
not okay for us to challenge you. Come on.
No,
Why are you
he
challenging
said
me
you
so I
have
could be
to
the best
have
version of
women that
myself?
challenge you.
What the fuck?
I just said you have to have you need another
No,
voice
that's what you said word
in
for word.
your household. You need another perspective.
You just
Like
said
I
a
don't
man living alone. Nah, she in your household. What's going on? You contradicting yourself now, bro. Nah, you walked yourself down this dark hallway. Turn on the motherfucking light so I can see where you going with this shit.
I see all points.
Wait, which one is making the noise? Anton or
Quinton, it's
Quentin?
all Quinton. It's
Quinn
all
always
Quinton.
making no weird ass.
That's 100% Quinton.
That shit sound like it's from a horror movie.
Molly said she could see all point of views. Go ahead,
Why
Molly.
do you see it from all point of view, Molly?
um, I see what Anton and Slimmy are saying. You don't need somebody else to complete you. I definitely understand that. But I think y'all might be taking what Quentin is saying a little out of context. I don't think he
Quinton did he?
No, we
well,
ain't taking it out of
I can kind
context.
of see where he's
Very
coming from
clearly.
though. It's just having somebody like just a another person there. Some people do get a little bit more motivated when they have the opposite sex around.
And that's fair.
Not
I
saying
think
that
that
you
that's fair.
have to have them be everything to you and for you, but
That's fair. I understand that everybody is different, and some people, have a different mindset when it comes to certain things. I think that's fair. I'm open. Listen, I'm just gonna be open. That's my thing. I'm gonna try to be more open to hearing other people's perspectives, but I'm also going to communicate what my narrative is. Also, I'm not gonna be limited.
See,
like
Molly might have
Slimmy.
just
Oh,
motivated you to be more open just now.
No, see, this
You're
is what
right.
I'm saying.
You're right.
This is
I
what I'm gonna
get
say.
that.
I
and
ain't
Slimmy, if
open
you
to
had a
that
woman,
shit.
she can encourage you, not so
No,
much smoothies.
no, I don't need no woman to encourage me to do shit.
You might live longer.
I don't need no woman to encourage me to do shit. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be the best version of me for me, not for nobody else.
Tell me,
Nobody,
Slimmy.
everybody else is
Not
irrelevant.
saying you wouldn't do it for you, but
But that's not what the
taking that
narrative
other
was.
person into consideration.
I think that y'all are talking about improving somebody's life versus a guy actually being motivated to be a man.
Yeah,
I just think that that's
that's
just a
the difference.
manly thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't think that that was what Quentin was saying. So I agree.
Man,
I think we
that's
all
exactly
agree
what he
with y'all
said.
on that.
That's
Quentin,
exactly what he said.
Do
to be
y'all want a
motivated to
man?
be
Do
a
you want a
man,
man? Think about it like this in this lens. And I'm gonna have nothing to do with Quentin. This is just in general. Do you want a man that you have to put the battery in his back in order for him to be better than what he is? Or do you want a man that's already gonna go and get that shit? And you like, I see you, baby. I see
the
you.
latter.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
The latter, but if I want a gift or something, I'll probably motivate you to make a little bit more money so you can get me some gifts.
Oh, that is so funny. That
No,
is
it's not.
hilarious.
Then laugh.
But no, I do think that women add a lot of value if you know how to leverage them properly and correctly. 100%.
Nobody said women don't have value. The thing is, you should have your own value for yourself.
Yes, definitely.
That's what I'm talking about. You should have your own value for yourself and a set standard for yourself and where you want to go within the next few years and how you want to continue to grow. Like it shouldn't be motivated by some outside force. It should be always you motivating yourself to be better. That's all I'm saying.
So,
And
Quentin, are you saying that a lot of people do things for the sole purpose of not wanting to be alone?
Yeah, like we're not those kind of creatures. Like I know there's autonomy in being by yourself, but I don't know. I just think we want people, and people make us better person, whether it's men or women. They all make it like we need other people. Like it's hard, like just being alone and having discipline, and you need some outside source to. You know what I mean? I don't. Just generally the world would if all men is what you're self motivated, you're going to get it. If that was truly all men, but the world wouldn't look like the way it does.
Hmm.
I know that's what we should be, but we should be a whole lot of shit that we ain't, and other people make us that.
See that's this thing that I. No. I was about to. I'm not. No. I was about to say no because it was this thing that I keep seeing this thing floating around that was saying like men want to be better. They want to drive the fastest cars. They want to buy this. They want to buy that because of a woman. And I just don't agree with that shit. I think people do things because they want women's attention, and they definitely level up because they want attention from women. But ultimately,
That's fair.
they had to look inside themselves and say, it's something that I want to accomplish for me as well first.
See, I look at it from a different lens. I say that men do shit that they wouldn't normally do negatively in order to seek and gain the approval and the attention of women. They buy shit, like for example, chains that they wouldn't normally buy in order to try to impress a woman and try to get her attention. I think
And
that it can
the
go both
next end
ways.
up being green.
Yeah, I think I think it could go both ways. I see guys a lot of times crashing the fuck out
Well, we
and
see
doing
women.
shit and trying to prove themselves in ways that they shouldn't normally prove it to try to seek and gain the approval and the attention of women. And so that's what I'm saying is that if you're letting a person put a battery in your back, then 9 times out of 10 you're not making the right decision because you're basically leaving it up to them to determine what your future and your fate is. If a woman can say, "Oh, you gonna let him talk to me like that," and then you gonna go out there and put your life on the line on that dumb shit, that's putting a battery in your back. If a woman can say, "Hey, I'm not talking to a man if he don't have A, B, C, and D," and that's the standard by which he set his life at, versus a person that's already living this particular life and is saying, "Oh, okay, that's interesting." Like if you're doing it for the sole purpose of the fact that somebody is putting a battery in your back, that's crazy to me. Because then that
It's
means that, in my opinion, that means that you are Adam that can easily be beguiled by the woman that just put the fruit in front of your face. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. And my thing is either you're gonna meet the expectation that I have, or I may just not be best for you. And I'm sure that it's somebody else that is better for you, but I'm just not that. And I'm willing to let it go. I'm not willing to meet your expectation and your standards. We're not compatible. That's the way I see it. And I'm not saying that I'm open that everybody else, and other people got a difference of opinion, but I'm gonna be me, and either you meet that either you with me or somebody else that may be for you that I think that are more or less, you know, make you happier. So that's kind of the way I kind of see it. And it don't mean that other people is wrong. It just means that we all got different ways in which we live our life, I guess.
it just I'm stuck on my point. Like having a relationship with the woman, like it also holds you accountable. Um, like a man by himself. Like I said, yes, they become stagnant. Most of them generally, and we need people, preferably people with vaginas.
Yeah, see, this this motherfucker, this motherfucker motivated differently. That's all. That's all. That's what it is. He trying to get some coochie.
And
I
I've
think
been a
he's
man
just willing
alone
to say
for a
it.
majority of. I'm sorry, Carrie. My bad.
No, I was just saying I just think that Quentin's willing to say it. I don't I
No, I
don't
think that
think
Quentin is smitten by a kitten at this point.
No, I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it alone. But a man alone in his thoughts for the duration of his life, like you can say that they're strong and all this. We should be all this, but generally speaking, they're not. Like mental health shit comes into factors, like stagnation comes into factor. There's no purpose, there's no one to hold his foot to the fire type of stuff. And that's generally what happens with men when they don't have a woman
What?
or a purpose.
Talking about
Three months ago, 3 months ago, this Quinton doesn't exist.
What are you
And this nigga showing off for somebody, man.
Within the last 3 weeks.
Who in this chat got this nigga
yes,
pussy with?
it is somebody that is watching this
I haven't had vagina in a good 6 months.
It's somebody that is watching
This nigga
this
just
show.
said he was just banging some white chick.
It's somebody that's watching this show right now.
This nigga just be lying up here,
That
man.
got this nigga in his feelings, watching chick flicks and keeping up on the phone all night. And Quinton is fighting with himself right now. He's fighting with the person that
become repetitive and devoid or novelty or challenges.
This nigga, see, this what I don't like, man. This what I don't like, man. All these clowns in this fucking chat, y'all keep agreeing with Quinton, and this motherfucker up here capped out because he's showing out for somebody in a fucking.
What is showing out? Like, what am I doing? It's not like I'm a peacock.
I think he's lying though about what he thinks.
Quinton does not. Listen, let me tell you what Quinton is doing right now.
Hell no.
Want to know the truth? You want to know the truth about Quinton? Let me tell you something about it.
Shit.
Right now, Quinton is not seeing clearly because he does not have.
I can see clearly now. The rain is gone.
He don't have post nut clarity right now. So right now, his vision is his judgment is off. His vision is cloudy, and he can't think straight because he got what I like to call boxelitis. Okay. And boxelitis is a disease. It is something that forces men to do things uncharacteristic when they have an object that's in front of them that they really want. I'm telling you, he can't see clearly right now. Give him 2 weeks. He'll be back normal. Cussing y'all out.
Come back next week from that trip.
Yep, cussing y'all out, calling y'all bitches. These hoes ain't shit.
Yep, he ain't crashed out on none of y'all.
He'll be back.
He ain't crashed out on none of y'all. Watch.
Not in a little bit.
Be mad.
He's soft spoken. He's introspective. Losing weight, drinking water.
We need women. We need you. But as soon as I bust my nut, I ain't gonna give a fuck. That's the translation. Watch. Then they go come back right back.
I didn't take what he said to mean all of that. I think he was just answering the question. Right back savage.
Quinton is in his Derek Jackson bag right now.
Yep. Go ahead.
Talk that shit, Quinton.
Go ahead, pander.
I don't think that that's the case, Quinton.
Pander bear Dixon. Watch he go Quinton the Savage. Watch.
But I have a question though. So, which I mean, I understand where you're coming from, Quinton, and I do agree with a lot of what you're saying. But this is just a question. So you have a woman, and then what if y'all both fall into a spot of stagnancy? She's not giving you that motivation or that inspiration, then what?
It's men in
or
the
just her
world
being
are
around is
tasked
good
to
enough.
do a lot of things, like just by like men suffer, and you not being in a relationship, it like leaves you like you don't have any responsibility. You're not being held accountable by anywhere. You skirt conflict because you don't have no woman. Like you need to go through these things as a man. Like when you don't have someone to like experience things with, voice things with, like you like you have this increasing detachment from the world because you need that. I don't get it. Y'all want fuck you, Anton.
I didn't say nothing. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. I'm listening to you. This nigga's Lorenz Tate all of a sudden. Love Jones.
Love Lorenz Tate and Love Jones.
See?
Being with a woman, you go through struggles, and it makes you a better person. It makes you a deeper person.
It sounds like you're ready for marriage, Quinton. Go start looking at rings. Start manifesting destiny. Take that next step.
This nigga is up here being different.
But what's wrong
He's
with
having an
that?
epiphany.
Yeah, he's like, I want to,
Okay,
like,
no, okay. I ain't saying shit else. I ain't saying shit.
He might want to have
you
him
don't
another
want
little
him to
baby
leave
with
the
his
Great
wife.
single. You
philosopher
don't want him to leave the
once
single
said,
proof, Slimmy.
"Solitude can dull the edges of ambition."
Slimmy, don't be a crab. Don't be a crab in a barrel.
A crab in a barrel.
Yeah, don't try to pull him down if he wants to
I ain't
leave
pulling
this
nobody
single
down.
life.
I know a facade when I see one.
It's not Slimmy. I don't think it's a facade. This is really him right now.
Okay.
He's going through a phase.
He gonna be back. He gonna be back to Q Diddy in a second.
Why y'all can't support?
I am supporting him. I just said
You guys sound like the equivalence of the lady's grandmother who said only have a number of kids that you can take care of by yourself.
No. We are no. Listen, I'm very, very supportive. If he's going through a love phase, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. You know how artists, they drop different albums. Sometimes they drop an album that's a little bit more introspective. He Drizzy Drake right now. He's some love songs for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that season. It's cuffing season. Weather is changing. Valentine's Day just hit. I'm all for it. I like this form of Quinton.
I like it, Quinton.
That's y'all only like it because you ain't getting yelled at.
No, I like it because I think that it's real. Like, it makes sense, and he's.
But you like the Love Jones movies. You like that shit. You like when
it
they
comes
be on
down like humans don't need to be alone. Bottom line.
Okay.
Yeah, listening to y'all when y'all talk single talk, especially Slimmy earlier, it sounds like and toxic and
what?
it sounds like
Slimmy is
Quentin wants to go into something more peaceful and more like like good and yeah.
I feel like I'm about to go into a cafe.
No offense, Slimmy, but that's how you sounded.
I feel like I'm about to go into a cafe.
How did it sound toxic?
Because
who
you
sounds
said
no,
don't put all
Slimmy,
your
Slimmy,
eggs in
Slimmy.
one basket.
Think about how they
said
talking.
send the girl.
Think about how they talking,
and
Slimmy. We one step away from going into a slam poetry session where they doing like this inside of the cafe.
It's like this.
Yeah, don't nobody like that shit. I don't like that kind of slam poetry where you snapping your fingers. That shit corny as fuck. I ain't gonna be in that motherfucker long.
See, he's so mad about it. Why?
I'm just being. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. I'm saying I'm gonna walk the fuck out. If they not doing slam poetry with I forgot his name, man. Saul Williams, I don't want to be in that bitch. If it ain't Saul Williams, I don't want to be in there.
Right now, Slimmy, he and Quinton is polar opposites. Slimmy is.
Hey, watch Quinton gonna be right back over here after he gets some pussy. Watch.
Slimmy is.
He gonna be right back over here.
Slimmy is.
That doesn't sound like a crab. That don't sound like crab in the barrel mentality.
How's that?
Like, come on back over here. That's like the equivalent of a single woman whose girlfriend is like, girl, I'm in love. I'm about to. All right, whatever. You watch. In 2 weeks, you'll be right back over here with us.
No.
That's how you sound, Slimmy.
No, it's not that. I'm not a woman. I'm a man.
But I'm not saying you're a woman. I'm saying you.
No, it don't sound anything like that.
You sound
I'm saying he gonna okay when he get back to being a savage and he cussing you out again.
Why are you speaking that over him?
Why can't this gentle soul that's entered my life soften me to the person that I am? Once a person once said, like, do you want a man who's a monster or no?
Now, if I started saying certain things,
the reasoning behind this, you want a monster. You want a man that's capable of horrendous things, but channeling that against those who will. Can you wrap your mind around that, Slimmy? Me being a monster and holding it inside, that's being a man.
I don't know what the fuck you talking about now.
But this motherfucker will come out when needed.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I know you don't. I know you don't, because I'm up here. I'm thinking up here, nigga. You under my desk.
Nah, you putting on the show.
No, he not. This is who he really been.
I'm just saying, like that's real life. Like, nigga, you need to be able to be a monster, but you also need to be able to channel that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you never did that before, so what the
Well,
fuck is you
before
talking
nigga, just better late than
You
never.
ain't
my
never
nigga.
been able to. You ain't never been able to.
Nigga, I do it when I want, nigga, and I have this sweet feminine soul that freaking just calm me the fuck down.
You probably texting him right now, like,
nope.
In my
Can't
cute
text.
voice, I love that for you, Quinton.
Ah, hell no, I don't like that shit.
Hold it together, babe.
We'll see.
I'm just saying.
We shall see.
Slimmy, you gotta support your homie.
I ain't say I was supporting.
I am trying to
I just know. Watch. He'll be back. He can't help himself.